It looks like the Cubs, but with a yellow.
I was thinking like Cambodia.
It's a state.
That's the Colorado state flag. I did not know that. The only two state flags of which I have.
These are
known
interesting
great
looking quarters.
are Arizona, Utah,
Yeah,
California.
it's just, you know.
Got a
not
little
too
too.
Whoa.
They're aggressively moving that way. Yeah. Much better from the other day. So
Oh,
good job.
yay.
Yeah. My one comment would be, and good recovery on whatever that was that happened at the beginning. There was some weird.
Oh,
keying.
cause
She
I
went
was
to
used
cue
to
the
me,
horn.
I was carrying myself.
But you recovered from that, so that's good. The crescendo, again, it's a weird crescendo. It's a 2-bar crescendo. So either what I would recommend is show it for both bars or just the second bar, not the first bar, and then leave them hanging to figure out what's going to happen for the rest of the crescendo. Just, pace it more carefully. It was very even and steady. You just gave them a crescendo, and then there were still 4 beats left of the crescendo, and you didn't show them anything. So, either of you.
Could you,
Oh, go ahead.
could you just start it again?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
If that happens, if you get up here, then just stop, come back down and reinforce it.
Okay.
So you can show that. One thing that you need is a little bit, it is less horizontal than it has been before, which is good. You're getting some more wrist action, but now your arm is not moving at all. So your arm can move a little bit. The wrist motion should look and feel exactly the same. Just let your arm go a little bit so you're not like locked into
Yeah,
one
I was
spot.
about to say the same thing, because it's a little confusing, because it almost looks like when you're doing legato, that your wrist is really doing staccato, so you're always kind of wondering what the next thing is going to be. If you put more arm motion into it, it's make it more clear, so that when you go back to just using the wrist for staccato, it's easier to figure out.
Trisha, do you have anything?
Yeah, I do. I think the misapprehension here is when you conduct legato, all of you, you do use your arm. It's mainly in the wrist, but then you use your arm too. Your arm pulls it and makes it flow. When you do staccato, it goes almost 100% to the wrist. So that, she told me that you were sitting there saying you weren't gonna move your arm. Well, that's gonna not help you get what you
because
want.
I moved it too much the other day.
No, what they were saying was you used it, you moved it too much instead of moving your
Okay.
wrist. You're allowed to move your arm, it's just as long as you move your wrist as well.
Okay.
Why don't you start it one more time?
Okay.
Just get that. Be careful that you aren't pushing the baton. Come to your ready position. The tip of the baton looks like it's coming straight on. Yes, do that.
Alright.
Because now we can see some of the side of the baton, and so we can see it more clearly. If you twist your wrist so that the baton is straight forward, all they can see is the very end point of it, and it makes it harder to read. That looks better, and I think that will make it look more comfortable. Why don't you try that in the psychological conducting exercise?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess we're doing D flat.
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, we'll do D flat, it seems to be the trend.
Yeah, much better. Watch beat 3, that you're not going and making the tip straight forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. It should still basically feel exactly the same as the other beats. Your staccatos are staccato, but be careful. There's a kind of a swoop going from beat out to beat 3 and then back from beat 3, where you're making a staccato motion, but you're making it on a curved path. And so anytime you get curves thrown in there, it's gonna make it look more legato. So make sure it's really crisp and straight direction. It should be like an arrow.
Okay.
Your arm motion on the legato on the exercise was a lot better than it was on the other exercise. So think about what you're doing on that and utilize that more often.
Good job.